Newcastle is buzzing, and nobody can ignore what's happening behind the scenes at St. James Park. Rumours are spreading quickly through pubs, cafes and social media, and every fan feels that the next big news could change everything. Eyes are fixed on every move from the board and the squad. As the suspense grows, which decision will impact the club's future and the striker who has become the season's protagonist? Today, we'll reveal every detail of this story. Meanwhile, Magpies fans can't help but imagine possible scenarios which players might come or go. What strategies is Eddie Howe preparing to keep Newcastle competitive in the Premier League? The atmosphere in Tyneside is a mix of curiosity and tension, and every small clue behind the scenes is scrutinized. Before we dive into the details of this saga, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any exclusive updates on Newcastle United, ensuring you're the first to know all the news. The name generating the most speculation is Alexander Isak, the Swedish striker who joined Newcastle in 2022 under Eddie Howe's watchful eye. The club paid £63 million for him, believing that his international talent and experience in top European leagues would make a difference in the Premier League. With pace, refined technique, and exceptional finishing ability, Isak quickly became a key part of the attack, scoring decisive goals and earning the respect and admiration of the fans. However, not everything has been smooth. The relationship between Isak and Newcastle has seen ups and downs, and the player has started showing signs of dissatisfaction. Individual training sessions, strong statements, and gradual withdrawal from group activities indicate a delicate situation. The entire city feels the tension. What will lead the striker to make such drastic decisions? How will the club react? Every rumor spreads rapidly, fueling discussions in pubs and on social media. The big revelation putting the whole city on alert is that Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle, with Liverpool emerging as the main candidate to sign him. A £110 million offer from the Reds was rejected by the club, and no second formal offer has yet been made. Despite this, Isak remains firm in his desire to leave, criticizing the board for broken promises and, according to the Chronicle Live, vowing never to wear the Magpies shirt again. Eddie Howe, however, remains calm, assuring that the situation will be resolved quickly. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the perfect time. By subscribing, you gain access to every detail of this saga, in-depth analyses, and confirmed information from reliable sources. Each new chapter of Isak's story at Newcastle will be narrated clearly, allowing fans to follow step by step the behind-the-scenes of the Premier League and the moves that could change the club's fate. Manager Eddie Howe, even amid this tension, recently emphasized Isak's professionalism and the positive impact the striker has had on the club. In a press conference, Howe highlighted that, despite the difficult months, he expects a quick resolution, allowing the team to refocus entirely on matches. The Premier League is relentless, and preparation for the clash with Liverpool, which now takes on even greater significance, requires full concentration from all players. Meanwhile, Newcastle continues to prepare for the start of the season. After a goalless draw against Aston Villa, the next home game against Liverpool is not just another match. It represents a test of the team's resilience and a critical moment to gauge fan reactions to the news about Isak. The atmosphere at St. James Park promises to be electric, combining anticipation for on-field performance with anxiety over transfer news. The sums involved in this potential deal are impressive, reflecting not only the player's value but also the pressure that clubs like Liverpool and Newcastle face in managing international talent. At 25, Isak has proven his worth by scoring 62 goals in 109 appearances, including the decisive goal in the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool itself. This track record reinforces the idea that for Newcastle, any move concerning him must be strategic and carefully considered. The impact of Isak's departure, should it happen, would be significant for Newcastle. The club would need to reorganize the attack and adjust the squad dynamics, while fans closely monitor every step. Eddie Howe, however, shows confidence in the group's ability to adapt quickly, emphasizing that despite the turbulence, the season will not be compromised, and the focus remains on the Premier League and the Champions League. Throughout this saga, it is crucial to remember that reliable information is essential. Chronicle Live, a media outlet that closely follows Newcastle, confirms the developments and ensures that every detail reported about Isak and his relationship with the club is based on sources close to the squad and board. This means that while rumors circulate widely, the information presented reflects the reality behind the scenes at St. James Park. To stay ahead, subscribe to the channel. Every new update on Isak transfers or Newcastle's strategic decisions will be shared exclusively here. Fans who follow our channel receive detailed analysis, historical context, and verified information, allowing them to understand not only what happens but also why it happens and what the future implications for the club may be. As the transfer deadline approaches, all eyes remain on St. James Park. The anticipation is high, not only for what may happen with Isak but also for the team's on-field performance. Every training session, every statement from Howe, and every move by the board is closely watched by fans, who know that a challenging season requires constant attention and analysis. Even amid the tension, there is room for optimism. Newcastle has shown the ability to overcome adversity in recent years, and the squad has talents who can fill gaps if Isak departs. Preparation for the Premier League demands strategy, resilience, and, above all, unity among players, coaching staff, and supporters. The city of Newcastle, passionate about its club, will continue to follow every step with enthusiasm and expectation. Finally, Alexander Isak's saga is more than a negotiation or a rumor. It is a story involving dedication, talent, ambition, and the complexity of modern football. To follow every chapter of this narrative with reliable information and detailed analysis, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Every move at St. James Park will be narrated here, ensuring that you, the fan, are always up to date with what truly matters for Newcastle United.